Now, is it possible for us to, in some way, I mean, we've covered time and novelty and circularity and photons and
Oh, we didn't cover pi. 2 pi's
in the torus.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to leave the torus and no. Oh, if you want to, let's cover that then.
Well, I thought that's why you wanted to take this up, because the circle is made. That's 2 pi r, and the sphere doesn't do much more than just turn that circle around its diameter, and then you get 4/3 pi r cubed, but you still have only 1 pi. To get more pi's, you take your circle, instead of turning around its diameter, you would swing it around. Here's a circle.
A point on its circumference.
Swing it out around a point on its circumference, and then it becomes this, the donut. But that circle and this circle are 2 separate circles. They're 2 pi's. They're independent of one another. That's what this has. And I think the way to make it come home to common sense, think of everything in the world, everything in the universe out there in a great big sphere. And I go out and experience all this enormous amount of experience, information, what have you. But if I just stay out there stuck in all those grocery stores, I haven't done what has to be done. I have to take it back home. So bringing that back in is the other circle. Going out and coming in is that second circle. The first one being the horizon out there. I'd have to have my other donut to show this circle expanding and
get it in one of those
then coming
stores.
Back in again. But and you think of a circle here. As that goes out, it gets bigger and bigger, and then it'll finally come. Look around the backside, you'd find it disappearing into this black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
So how does that relate to human experience? What is this going out and coming back?
Well, that's bringing it into your own, making it, digesting it, making it your own, possessing it, and knowing it. All of the things you do with all those things out there, you just don't collect them. You incorporate them. Let's say it's incorporation.
And to relate this back to learning that you were talking about as being at the core, is this also part of this incorporation?
If you want to get the full story, this does have to be complicated, because then I have to point out that this other circle which is a turning inward, and that's perfectly okay by this visual example.
Mm-hmm.
But it's using what you've learned. See, it's not just acquiring. I think it's correct to say that you can think of the acquiring as getting greater and greater mass. And you get to the point where you have enough mass, and then you sort of undo the mass. You get free of all this learning by doing it. The great master, the ultimate shaman, doesn't carry a lot of dictionaries around with him and stuff. He has forgotten everything, but he's able to be it. Much as you've forgotten how to digest starch molecules and oatmeal and stuff you had for breakfast, but you're doing it. You don't need to know it anymore. You're running that store. You've delegated those tasks to your cells. And of course, this takes us into healing. If something goes wrong, one of the better methods of unorthodox healing is to mentally recognize what you're trying to do to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. I think we've had quite a session.